Hello world, Dr. Ju here, and I'm here with Mr. Yusuf Malik Gabol, and I have a question, which is, what is social etiquette, Yusuf?
Uh, Dr. Zhu, social etiquette is something when you behave in a certain manner socially without offending the other person or the group of people you're mixing around with, without offending them, and how you're going to behave. That is basically social etiquette in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But then there
How
are
does it look like to do social etiquette? So how does it look like in a daily life to do social etiquette and behaving that way?
well, there are various branches of social etiquettes
For example,
from
speaking.
from
Speaking.
The thing is, if you are in an environment, you must be very sensitive about the environment you are in, because
Correct.
social etiquettes also vary from culture to culture.
Right. So let's talk about the telephone, because we've been talking the whole afternoon about social etiquette and all different ways of people acting and speaking. So let's pick one example
Well,
so we can say that social etiquette on the telephone, for example, answering the phone. How does it look like?
But when you pick up the phone, identify yourself, who you are, or by giving your number or your name. And this is Yusuf Malik Gabol, how can I help you?
Yes.
And the other person will come up with an answer, rather than me asking them, who are you? And he says, who are you? So for the next 30 seconds, we are saying, who are you? Who are you? And then you come up with the question, who do you want to speak to?
Yes. So who's supposed to say first?
I think if you pick up the phone, you say that this is Yusuf Malik Gabol, how can I help you? Or this is the number you call, how can I help you? So that brings it straight to that person, and they mention it straight away that this is what they want to do, this is who they want to speak to, or this is the subject they
Great.
want to speak about.
What happens when you're busy and the phone is ringing? What is the social etiquette about that?
Well, I think there are two options what you can adopt. One is don't answer the phone, because it's better that way rather than cutting somebody off abruptly, because the other person might start a never-ending conversation, a chain of commands, and you won't know how to stop it. So either before they can speak, say you're very sorry, you can't speak to them at this point, but you will call them as soon as you're free. So it's either that, or you just give up on the phone and let it ring, and either send a message, sorry, we'll call you back later, or when you're free, you call them back, sorry, couldn't take your call, I was busy. I'm sure the person will understand. But the worst thing you can do is if somebody picks up the phone and you say, yes, and then,
What do you want?
there's a dead silence. What do you want? So there's a dead silence. Supposing somebody just call you for socially. If you call me just to say, hi Yusuf, what are you doing? And you call me and I say, yes, what do you want? So do I have to call you if I want something?
Yeah.
Can I just not call you like this? It's a very unfriendly way of doing that.
Yeah.
So I think you should make the other person feel comfortable. I think
Yeah.
that the basic crux of
Yes.
the message is that you should make the other person comfortable
Correct.
while you are addressing to them, or you're talking to them, or while you're addressing them or talking to them. You must make them feel comfortable.
Yes.
You should not make them uncomfortable.
Yes.
That is basically social etiquette.
Yes.
And it varies from eating to
Right.
dining.
So let's just stay with the speaking, and I would like to just add one little thing to it. And this one little thing would be like this. So when somebody calls on the telephone and the other person is busy, you have no idea who you called and when. So the first little thing what you can do is say, is this a good time to call? Can you actually talk? So if the person actually say, no, I am busy right now, then you apologize and you said, okay, I call back later. So basically, what do you say on that, Yusuf? Because to me, this is a very sensitive subject, and I like to actually ask people for that, because most people are busy.
Yeah, I think that is very necessary. That's part two. Part one is you must identify yourself.
That's right.
That I am Yusuf Malik Gabol speaking. How can I help you?
That's
Then
right.
Dr. Zunasa, if she's
Yeah.
called me, she will say, Yusuf, is this a good time to talk to you? Or shall I call later? I said, no, go
That's
ahead.
right.
You can talk to me. This is a perfectly good
Great,
time.
great.
So you're both comfortable.
Great. Thank you, Yusuf. So this was our social etiquette training,
And it was a
basically,
good time to
number
talk
one.
to.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.